friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki and welcome back to Wolfquest, where our pups seem to want to go on a little bit of an adventure. I'm not quite sure what that's about. Yeah, looks like they're actually pretty hungry, so Timber may actually let his pups go on a little bit of an adventure. I'm not sure if Nisha quite is going to join them, but yeah, looks like she is going to lead the pups off, and Timber is actually feeling pretty tired, so I don't think he is going to mind letting his wonderful family go off while he spends just a little bit of time with his little ones. And my goodness, we unfortunately can't give them any food, which is probably why they are going to go off and see if they can't get any. And I think Timber is going to lay his wonderful self down and try to relax. We've got Cole and Kendall with us, and my goodness, what an adventure it has been. I wish we could give these little ones just a little bit of food, but we unfortunately don't have any. We can do a little bit of play bows though. Try to get a little bit of affinity going, and yeah, we're just back at the den with, oh, it looks like Kendall has actually stayed at the den with us as well, which I appreciate. Yeah, this is kind of symbolizes a little bit of what Timber has been feeling lately, where you know, thinking about the future and thinking about the Wildfire Pack. I think that Cole and Kendall really stand out to him as far as what kids may be suitable for running the Wildfire Pack in the future to come. And you know, as he kind of lays his old bones down, I think he's really going to be reflecting on that. I know we've been doing quite a bit of reflecting lately, but he just can't help it. We do have some dogs on the wind. Hopefully they are not going to be coming for our pups, and Cole is making sure to bring the little ones back. Ember, you're getting really close to the water, sweetie. I know you're very excited, but we need to have you come on over and stay safe, little one. I don't want to go to sleep, even though the sleep meter would be a very good idea to kind of reset, but it looks like the pack is actually going over to the section over here to probably reinforce the territory and maybe find a little bit of food. So yeah, I think hi Kendall. I think Timber will probably just relax for a little while, see if we can't get Nisha and the rest of the pups to hopefully find some food, because Timber didn't quite have much luck with that when he went out last time. So thank you so much for joining us on this adventure, and let's just see where we end up from here. And it looks like the pack may be returning soon with a little bit of food. My goodness. Well, it was nice for Timber to be able to relax and lay down for a little while. And oh my goodness, I have never seen part of your pack go off and take a calf back to the den. That is absolutely wild. And now, are we ready to move on to growing pups? That is absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness. I think that just fills Timber with so much joy to see his pack maturing and going off and, quite frankly, doing all the things that he would be doing in his younger years. And we are on to growing pups. Have you guys ever seen that before? I certainly have not. My goodness, Nisha took quite a few members of the pack off. They were able to have a successful hunt, and they took back a calf back to Timber, who quite honestly wasn't feeling very well in this moment, and that is just filling his heart with joy. So my goodness, let's go ahead and take a look at our pups now that we are in the next stage. Oh my goodness. Here we have Ember, looking quite a lot like Cole, if I'm going to be honest. I wish that she would kind of be in the sunshine. And here we have Ash as well. Look at those green eyes, so much like Kendall. Oh my goodness. Playing in the stream here. Let's see, I need to see Ember one more time. She's got a bat face going on. But yeah, she's our only other female, and she is looking very, very red like her brother Cole, and very much looking like an Ember, if I'm going to be honest. My goodness. Hi, Ash. How are you, Bubbas? Oh my goodness. We still haven't actually seen them successfully hunt any little creatures, so I find that pretty funny. But let's go ahead and let the pack end up eating the rest of this elk calf carcass. I didn't even think that those were carryable at this stage, so I'm a little bit confused, but I'm glad that the pack was able to bring back some food nonetheless. And oh my goodness, we're here on growing pups, and Timber is definitely pretty hungry. We're also very sleepy, so let's see how the rest of the pack is doing. Kendall is pretty hungry. I mean, to be fair, Timber's only at 76, so Kendall is actually much hungrier than him, and so is Cole. But the pack was able to go out and get a successful hunt, which we are very proud of. Oh my gosh. Man. I think Timber is just doing quite a bit of reflection now as he sees his kids just enjoying life, embracing being out in the wild and being successful, getting everything that they need out of this world. So I think Timber is going to drift off to sleep with the sunset going down in the distance, and really reveling in the fact of how wonderful he has raised his kids, and how grateful he is with how much time he still has left to be able to spend with them. You know, this isn't going to be his last year by far. He still has plenty of time, but he is just recognizing how old he is getting with the abilities and his, I don't know, physical limitations that has kind of been put on him are becoming just a little bit more real to him, and you know, just appreciating what he has. So let's see what we have to do today. Now, we did quite a bit of damage to Big Timber last time that we dealt with them. Renew is still going strong, so she didn't end up passing away from the damage that we did on her. However, her mate Balsam is no longer with us, and potentially she still has Ponderosa and the pups of the year from before. Let's go ahead and see if we have any change. Nope, looks like our departed wolves are still the same. Territory is still looking well, and our son Blaze's pack he could definitely strengthen up some stuff here in the middle, so hopefully Blaze is doing okay. But I can tell we certainly need some food, and our pups are going to need some food as well. We haven't actually checked in on their weight in a little bit. I'm sure you guys have been catching it as I've been kind of tabbing through. But wow, it looks like Ember has actually taken over Ash in experience. So I wonder if she has actually caught some little critters around, so that is really exciting. Good job, Ember. Dad is very proud of you. I hope that you know. Oh my goodness, look at her little face. She is on fire. My goodness, I really enjoy her coat. And here is Ash as well. He's got that little marking on his forehead. And what are we going to get up to today? I definitely feel like we need some food. I don't know where we are going to get that food from. I guess it would be smart to go ahead and check out the beaver dam, since we are so close to it. We've got a Spark with us as well. I definitely think that Spark is kind of trying to fill a little bit of the void that Blaze left when, he dispersed from the pack. And honestly, I appreciate it. Spark is such a wonderful wolf to have in our pack, and I absolutely love him. So let's see if there's any food to be had. We've got a beaver here. I wonder if we lay down. We can wait for him to go as far away from the water as possible and see if we can get some increased damage and get a beaver for just Timber and Spark to snack on. Alright. Don't know if this is... Oh yeah, this is the increased damage. We're doing 75. That's perfect. Good job, Spark. There we go. We've got just a little bit of stamina left, and Spark is joining in now. He's actually getting bitten, but there we go. I think these two will enjoy a snack just to themselves. Timber is going to back off from the food a little bit so Spark can get some, and I think that makes Timber feel a little bit better. Good job, buddy. Yeah, we did a good job together getting a little bit of beaver, and maybe we'll just go a little bit south, take over some territory, and then I think Timber's gonna be feeling pretty tired after that and want to just go home and spend some time with his family. I think he is really feeling that that's kind of what is most important right now, is getting as much time with his family and his little pups as possible. So I think we're going to let this all go and we're gonna go see Ember and Ash and make sure that they have plenty of food for the day, because Timber felt really bad not being able to provide any food for them. He had to depend on the rest of his pack to go and bring home an elk calf, which is wild, might I say. But the fact that they brought some home for the little ones and Timber wasn't involved at all. I mean, that's the first time that that has ever happened, and I think he is just feeling grateful, you know, that everyone is doing okay, and you know, let's make sure that his little ones are doing well. Looks like Ember could actually use a little bit more food, so we're going to make sure to give her just a little bit of the beaver that we're able to get. And probably rest our weary bones and go to sleep. Even then, they're still hungry. Alright. Let's give them a little bit more. Cole, I don't necessarily think that you need that, but okay. We might end up needing to go and get an actual adult and feed all of our grown-up wolves, because we can see that Cole and Kindle actually ate all the food that we were hoping that Ember and Ash would get. So let's go ahead and go down for a sleep, see where we end up, and I'm gonna say probably do an elk hunt in the morning, because I think our adults really need to get some food, because we need to make sure that our growing pups have enough food for the season. Okay, we can see some wolves on the wind. So we're going to make sure our pups are in, and what are we doing here? Oh no, there are not wolves, they're dogs. Well, thank goodness it was just dogs. But we need to go find some food. So let's see what's on the wind. We can actually hear some bugling over in this direction. Also, Grant's is near us as well. Okay, I can super duper hear the elk in this direction. So even though the wind may not be in our favor, we're gonna follow this, because I'm pretty sure there's some elk over here. Well, they were certainly not far at all, so we can maybe use our little ability that we have here and possibly pick out an adult that's going to be good for our pack. We've got plenty of sleep meters, so if we need to sit here and kind of suss out the elk, we certainly can. So far, everyone is seeming pretty darn healthy. Oh, they're running. Okay. Well, we don't want them to run very far, because we're actually pretty close to the den, so... Oh, you're so healthy. We may go for a calf. However, One of our pack mates is on this one, so we may focus on her. I think that was Spark who decided on this one. I mean, it is going to be more food, so that is probably a good choice on his part. However, Timber's stamina really takes a long time to regenerate, so he's going to depend on his pack mates to really do a lot of the work here. However, we could potentially also take out this one's calf and have a lot of food for the pack. So we'll see. Let's see if we can... Also, why is our territory so weak here? Interesting. We may see if we can run this one a little bit more south. Timber is thinking a little bit more tactically here. That if we can get this run closer to our den, that may be preferable. Good job, Nisha. And the pack may take her down right here. Yeah, I think she is done for, but that means that everyone can eat, which is really good in growing pups. Even if we're not super close to the den, it's still very helpful. And Timber was actually pretty hungry, so I think he is pretty grateful. That the pack was able to take this one down. Alright, has everyone finished eating? Oh my gosh, Ember is down to 48? How did that happen? Kindle is also down to 46. I think it's actually important. That we call Kindle to us and hope that she joins us, because holy cow, she needs to eat. Okay, she should be on her way. I think she's going to leave the pups and come and actually get some food. Well, thank goodness Kindle came to eat some of this food, and I'm not quite sure where this predator music is coming from. It sounds like cougar music to me, but I guess it could be the dogs. I'm not entirely sure, but let's make sure we give Kindle enough time to eat, and then we'll head back off with the pups. Oh no, it's a bear music. Look, the bear is right here. There he is. My goodness. Okay. Yeah, we need to make sure Kindle has enough time to eat, and then we'll take a meat chunk back for the pups to make sure that they have enough food as well. Because, my goodness. Alright, Kindle. Ember is actually orange. Oh my gosh. That is wild. Okay. I think we marked the carcass, so we should be good to go. But holy cow, we need to get these guys some food. Did we not just regurgitate for them? Like, were they not just full before we left? I'm so confused. Okay, everyone, eat up. Looks like Ember is going to be taking the meat chunk while Ash is able to get a little bit of regurgitant from his pack mates. My goodness. Let's make sure to give him a little bit more. You know, there's like 3 piles right there, but we really want to make sure that everyone is doing okay. It looks like Ember is fine now. Nisha also making sure that her kiddo has enough to eat. We should also check on their pounds as well once Ash is finished eating, so we can see just how much they're trying to grow right now. My goodness. Alright, well I think everyone is kind of cleaning up the mess here. So they are each 32 pounds, 41 and 40. So it looks like Ember is still showing up her brother in... Oh no, we should have eaten that regurgitant before we went to sleep, but... Oh well, but yeah, it looks like Ember is showing up her brother a little bit in experience, which I find really funny because as she was growing up, she definitely was the one who was lagging behind the whole time, so that's pretty darn cute. But here you go, Ember. We want to make sure that you are nice and fed. It looks like everyone wants to make sure that the pups are very fed right now. My goodness. Well, Timber can maybe help clean up just a little bit of this. Yeah, if we look at his bar up at the top, it really does not go far. So I'm not surprised that Nisha did really like not want any part of regurgitant while she was so hungry. Okay. What is our territory looking like? Still pretty strong. Looks like Blaze has actually moved quite a bit south and kind of doing a little bit of battle with Grants at the moment. I'm still not worried too much about the stuff to the north. It's more actually to the south that we need to worry about. So food also is on the mind because of how hungry our pups get, and also a pack invasion, or a hex invasion, excuse me. I'm gonna guess that's probably from Glacier Lake, but we'll have to see. Let's go ahead and top off this territory and see what's going on down south. Well, it looks like Nisha has trusted Soot and Spark to watch the rest of the pack while we deal with this hex invasion, and it looks like Glacier Lake has decided to raid us once again. So let's see who is most fearful out of everyone. It looks like Banyan to me. We've got quite the entourage with us so far. Kendall, Nisha, Flint, and Cole all making sure that we keep our territory intact. And Soul is actually with us as well. Banyan, you are not looking good, my friend. I think Timber may be honing on to the fact that Banyan is looking really weak, and it looks like his pack also is thinking the same thing. We may want to take Banyan out. My goodness. Well, it looks like the pack definitely agrees with that decision. They are just not about any wolves pushing up on our territory right now. We have pups that we are trying to make sure grow and have enough food for the season and make sure that they are healthy and doing well. And when there is a pack invasion like that where they are pushing up on our territory and potentially threatening the Wildfire Pack, you know, Timber, especially right now, is really worried about making sure that his pack is going to be prepared and able to take care of himself. And I think with Ember and Ash, I don't know, something in his heart is just really worried about them right now. And I really think he is going to try to do everything he can to make sure that they're doing okay. And you know, as sad as it is, we weren't able to find any food while we're out here right now. The elk are kind of nowhere to be found. Dispersal from the Weasel Gulch, excuse me? Stoat, are you down here, buddy? You still doing okay? We haven't heard from you in quite a while. My goodness. Well, seems like Stoat is still doing okay. That's really funny. We haven't thought of Weasel Gulch in a minute here. Let's make sure that our territory is still going strong. Yeah, looks like that territory marker couldn't quite be marked just yet, but Weasel Gulch, Stoat, we miss you guys. You know, no ill will. I hope you're still doing well. I'm quite fond of the Weasel Gulch wolves because of how hard they kind of struggled to keep everyone alive. Are we going to be able to get up this? Come on, please. We just want to get up the curb. There we go. Well, hello everyone. Ember, you got the little maraca. Oh my goodness. Looks like the pack is feeling good and making sure that the little ones are getting enough food for the day, and Timber is feeling pretty tired, so I think this is where we are going to wrap it up today. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Definitely leave a like if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you want to know when I post, because you do not want to miss out on these adventures now that our little ones are growing up. And my goodness, so thank you guys so much again. Definitely check out the playlist I have linked down below so you guys can check out the adventure, follow along, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.